Hey, what is going on, Aries? Bush Tarot here. We are going to do a general read. It is for April, the month of April, from now to the end. First and foremost, happy birthday to all my Aries. I have a son and a daughter, and my mom is an Aries, so got lots of Aries in my family. They all, my mom and oldest son, their birthdays had just passed, the 25th, 28th. My daughter's is the 14th. So, happy birthday to you and them. Like I said, this is a general read. It may not resonate for everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, the roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe. Ooh. Nope. Universe, what message do we have for Aries for April 2025? Okay. Whew. This is hot. I like this. You'll see what I mean in a second. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but we're going to get into it anyway. First thing I feel like there's someone new coming in. And like I said, this is for the month of April. So if you may have just met them, if you haven't, be prepared because they are coming. And we start off, the Two of Swords. I don't feel like you're going to see this coming. And I feel like when you meet this person, the connection's going to be instant. This instant connection, and I feel like it starts off very quick, but it starts off very physical. And not to say that, it starts out doing the thing. I just mean starts out with a lot of physical energy between the two of you, a lot of intense energy. Now with this person, I feel like there's going to be a lot of. You're just going to find it very easy to talk to this person. Very easy, open communication. Finding it very comfortable with this person. Being able to just talk about anything, shoot the shit. And I feel like I said, from the very beginning, we see the potential here. Like, even though it's happening quickly, the potential is off the charts with this person. With that Page of Wands, I just feel like, even though it's quick, there's this fearlessness to it. Like, it's not, you're not afraid. Sometimes when we meet someone and we fall very quickly, or we start to fall very quickly, it can almost bring this sense of fear. But with this, it's like this fearlessness. Like you just feel like it's gonna be just fine. And even though this is new, like I said, both of you are thinking about you when you're not around each other. You're both thinking about each other. And even though it happens very quickly, you both know what you want from this. You want to see this through. You want more. And like I said, being around this person, it's obvious. And there's a reason why it's obvious, this connection. I feel like this is a soulmate connection. I feel like you've been waiting your whole life for this. and vice versa. They feel the same. And this with that Lovers card, I know I like to coin it the iceberg love, but in this we're gonna call it the firefighter love. It's a type of love where even when it gets hot, you keep running back in because it is gonna get hot. You know what I mean? A lot of people, when the fire breaks out, they're running out of the building. The two of you are running back in. What I mean is, I feel like it is gonna get hot, spicy, and otherwise. We have the five of wands. I feel like you're gonna challenge each other. I feel like you're gonna piss each other off. But that just makes that intimacy a little bit more spicy, does it not? With this person, with that five of wands, you're gonna butt heads. They're not gonna give you a win, and you're not gonna give them a win. They're gonna have to earn it. We have the Queen of Wands. I feel like this person brings out that queen in you. And for those thinking that I was being very specific there, we have the King as well. The queen, the conqueror. You know what I mean? And having that person next to you, that king. Like I said, ton of passion between the two of you. Challenge each other, making each other better. I feel like I've said this before, fire signs, we need someone that challenges us to get our full potential. I feel like together you make each other stronger. You inspire each other. I feel like you're going to have a lot of fun. This person's going to make you laugh, and sometimes they're going to make you cry. And you're going to make them cry. And you're going to make them laugh. And you're just going to have a hell of a time with this person. Like I said, it gets hot in more ways than one. But you balance each other out. With that temperance energy. The yin to your yang. The yang to your yin. Whatever way you want to put it. That missing piece. And I feel like it's gonna, it's filling up your cups. All, with the Nine of Cups, someone that fills your cup, someone that can handle your best, your worst, and everything in between. I feel like we need that in life. We need someone that challenges us, that doesn't back down from us. And yeah, they're gonna piss you off. That's the nature of the beast. But one thing's for sure, this person, I don't feel like this person is anything like anyone you've ever met before. Like I said, I feel like this person, just finding it very easy to talk to this person, finding it very easy to communicate with them. And vice versa, like I said, it's a very mirroring image. Kind of like that soul twin type mirroring. You're very much alike. But like I said, I feel like you just make each other stronger. You make each other better. You bring out, I feel like meeting each other not only changes your life, your love life, but I feel like it changes your life in general. I see a lot of big changes coming. I feel like this person, like I said, you inspire each other. And it's very easy to see when someone is in a relationship where they're extremely happy. Everything in their life just seems so fluent. Everything starts falling into place. Feeling like they've already won. They won the damn lottery. And they're just walking around like shit's okay. Now, with this person, like I said, they will challenge you. You will challenge them. They will piss you off. But the importance is that the Emperor, they always got your back. They'll always have your back. You could both be pissed off at each other and they'd still have your back. That's a true connection. And that's why I see this as a lifelong connection. Like I said, definitely a soulmate connection. You know, we have the Two of Cups, that lifelong bond. I feel like it's only going to get stronger and stronger. Like I said, you make each other stronger. You make each other better. You challenge each other, which in turn gets the best from each other. You know, we need someone that challenges us. We need someone that can handle the fire. And like I said, that's what sets this person. There's so many things that set this person apart from anyone you've ever met before, but all of them in the same place. Maybe little pieces of different people you've met, put it all into one. And that's what I mean about filling up all your cups. You know, not just making you happy in one way, failing you in another. This person far exceeds in all ways. Like I said, that we got the king and the queen side by side. In history, if you look back, some of the greatest kingdoms were ruled by a king and a queen. Some of the worst were ruled by kings that didn't have a queen, or at least didn't have a queen they listened to. A lot of the greatest kingdoms, the queen had a lot more to say than, you know, the queen talks in the king's ear and the king talks in everybody else's ear. People didn't see what went behind the scenes. But behind every great king is a great queen. And behind every great queen is a great king. They make each other better. Now, before I get into the signs here, the reason I said in the beginning, I never seen this before, I want to make sure I got all this right here. Okay, we got to, so, okay, so the reason I said this is because I knew this was going to be hot. All these cards in this read, all fire. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Gemini and Aquarius. We have Cancer and Scorpio. Oh, and this one too. Another fire. So when I was doing the read, I've been trying not to tell stories during the read because I know that not everybody wants to hear the stories at the beginning, so I save it for the end, and sometimes I go off a little off script, but I've been trying not to do that because I want the people that just come for the read, I want you to get your read. I don't want you to have to sit here and listen to me ramble on. You know, just, you know, you're like, hey, get on with the read, man. I get it. You know, I watch my reads. And it annoys me when I see it sometimes because I'm like, you know what I mean? Like your story time's for the end. I always call it story time at the end. It's kind of more or less what I was feeling during the read, things I may be picking up on. In this read, I don't know why, but I was picking up the number 4. If that means anything to anybody, there you go. But the main thing I was thinking was, if you ever went to a zoo, I went to a zoo a few times, but I went to a zoo last summer with the kids, and we were there, and there was this lion, and he was just laying on this rock, just this enclosure. Like, it wasn't very big. I mean, it was fairly big, but not, you know what I mean? Point of the story is not that. He was laying on this rock, and he just looked lazy. And then I seen this person go over, and they dropped some food, you know, out for him, and he goes over, and he lays there, and he's chewing at it, and I'm thinking, my kids are looking at this and thinking, this isn't a lion. This is a pet. No offense to that lion, but it's a pet. You know, lions out in the wild are beautiful, you know, and they're just, you know, they just have this, the commanding presence that they have. And the relevance is what I mean is like, I feel like you need the right person to challenge us, because it makes us better. I feel like a lion out in the wild, he has to hone his skills. He has to, or she, the lioness, they have to hone their skills. They're challenged by other lions and lionesses daily. That's what makes them better. Not just put them in a cage and feed having lunchtime. And I kept looking at that lion and I was thinking, I wonder if he forgets that he's a lion. You know? So what I mean by all this, it has a point, is where I feel like we need certain things in our life that if we're not getting, we're not hitting our full potential. I was in grade 4 and I was bored. And I was getting straight A's. And I remember my teachers calling my parents in and saying, listen, we're thinking about putting him in grade 6 next year instead of grade 5. Because he's not being challenged. And I was getting into trouble. So the next year, they decided to put me in grade 6. So I'm in grade 6, and I found the work a little more challenging. And I like getting good grades. It's a challenge for me. And I felt like it was challenging. And I feel like a lot of times that happens with kids, is sometimes they're in a situation where they're not being pushed to their potential. So what happens is it kind of, manifests itself into something else, like them getting into trouble or just not being interested or just losing interest. The point of that story was the fact that I wasn't being challenged, and until I was being challenged, shit just didn't go right. So I feel like we need to be challenged. And the moment we stop being challenged, we get complacent. And when we get complacent, we get bored. Anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.